Test 431. Nice, lovely. It's working. Perfect. Hello and welcome to the second round of Season 2. Welcome to TTRL Tier 2 for this one. And we'll be going into Abu Dhabi with a special event of 100% race. Quick through what is going on at this moment is, as you can see, the Drivers' Championship at this moment. Shoot is now leading the current Drivers' Championship, following with Badman Life and Tolu. And then we got Culver and Cucumber following behind. Right behind, and in drivers, in constructors, we have Williams, who is leading the current championship by 16 points ahead of Red Bull, and who is following Ferrari, Mercedes, Aston Martin, and Audi. Currently, every single team has scored points, so it is. Every single team has got some points to their names. As today's format, we do have 100% race in Abu Dhabi. Because of that, we'll be having a one-shot quali. Currently, we are waiting for drivers to get setups in, and we're waiting for a bit of the till the command has been told. And yes, it's going to be a long race tonight. Sort of a bit of a rushed joining in for me. It's a bit of a problem, but I'm right here and ready to go. Just getting a few more stuff. There you go. There's times are ticking now, so we should begin any second. Alright, the one-shot qualifying has begun and we are in. It's gonna be a bit harder to figure out who, what, where everybody is. At this moment, Dylan is leading. The two other drivers seem to be decided to retire, such as Matty and Desmaki. Decided not to do the decided not to do the one-shot quali. Currently, Carl has the fastest first sector, who is currently P6, but he has the fastest sector 1, so he is so far carrying the fastest lap time. Does seem like further ahead to be Vey. That might be also competing for the fastest lap time. It seems like Vey has strongest sector 2. Coming into the final two corners of Abu Dhabi, and we're about to see the finish times any second. And just like that, we got Dylan, who is going to be, who set the fastest lap time at 1:23.246, 1.2 tenths faster than Grizz, who's set at 23.373. And following Mr. Mitt, who is P3 at 23.471. Then we got Culver and whoever's in P5. I'm not sure who you are. And then we got Vey, Cucumber, get wrecked. Someone in P9 and Carl as your top 10. And the rest you got Kappa, Badman. Oh. Batman. Okay, I thought my game just crashed. But yeah, there you go. There is your lineup. Dylan, Grizz, and Mr. Mid as your top 3. Like I said, Dylan set the fastest lap time of 23.246. And then following Grizz and Mr. Mid. Then we go Culver, Shoot as your top 5. And then the top 10 is your Thomas, Cucumber, Get Wrecked, L14, and Carl. And then the rest is Keppa, Batman for Life, TT Vase Parma, Ricky Chapper, Emid, Imids, I believe, Legend, Matty, Monkey, and Defo Devils. No rain will be for the race as it is 100% race. It is also a normal track. It's a normal circuit, no straight one, so there will be no ghosting enabled. And because it is a 100% race, you can use softs. Because you can use the reason you can use softs is because they don't worn out as quick as the other tires. So you can kind of use the soft tires in the strategy, depending what everybody wants to go for. I believe it is also only a one-stop race, as it seems like by the data that I have, mediums and hards are pretty much should survive over 60 to 70 laps. So you could possibly go for softs and hards or hards and softs. And since 100% race, you'll be under fueling by a mile. You can underfuel a lot, since you'll be saving quite a lot of the fuel. So yes, this moment we just waiting for the clock to hit 14 minutes, which will give the prevented drivers to ready up. So while we're waiting, while we're waiting, we'll be waiting. There's nothing else I can really say. I do need to make sure the audio is not as high. So that should be just fine. And 40 minutes has been hit, so 30 seconds is ticking. This is a tier 2. This is a TTRL tier 2 race. Hello, Nick Fury. How you doing? It is race. Ah, no, there is formation lap. Oh God, the AIs. No. Viewers, twitchmax.com. Don't you love bots? Oh, can I get rid of them? Get rid of them. Surely. Can I do from OBS, I wonder? Before the race begins, let me get the access. Oh, no. No, I cannot. Oh well, I tried. Not from the OBS. Maybe it's from Twitch. Can I get it from Twitch? I wonder. I see. Now, it seems like Dylan loves to pull himself all the way to the front by himself. Yeah, I can't get rid of that message. Oh well. I tried. That's all powers I have. Alright, let's get rid of this. Put this one on. So currently, as I can see, for the tires, everybody has went for mediums. Only few drivers have went for hards, including Maki, Ahmed, and Dylan. These three are the ones who want to gamble to go on hards. They're probably going to go for an overcard, 100%, while mediums will go for their own strategies. Undercut could also be pretty strong as well, since 100% race, so they're not gonna be losing too much time compared to the 50% left. 50% race. And we're off! We have begun. So far it seems like Dylan has managed to do a good start, keeping Grizz behind. There's barely any movement has happened and barely any switches. Missing mid decides, oh god, I realized. There you go, that should be better. Dylan has lost 2 positions to Mr. Mid and Grizz. Although it seems like he might go for a comeback. No, there are some battles between the Miss and Grizz for the P1 at the very beginning of the lap 1. Multiple moves going on more at the back. Grizz and Mr. Mid is going side by side around the long left turn. And Mid manages to bring himself to the front. More moves going on back in mid-back. Switching places around. Some drivers going for the attacks, early moves. And the first lap has been done. Nice and clean, no safety cars, nobody has lost any wings. And the race has officially begun from chaos to the race. Now it's time to see how everybody will do for the next hour and a half. Seems like we have Grace that might be going for the move. We have a contact between Maki and Legend. Doesn't seem like they have any wing damages. Like it does have a bit of a wing damage. Some more moves going on back between P5 to P7. 3 cars side by side. Doing a really tough battling for the P5. Everybody's managed to do nice and clean attacks and bring himself to the front. Now Thomas is 5th and brought himself closer to Shoot, who is now going to go for P4. Some position switch back between Dylan and Mr. Mitz, and a bit more to the front. Grizz is now leading the race. Currently 1.1 seconds in front of the P2 and 3. Two drivers fighting for P3, Mr. Mitt and Shoot. Mr. Mitt has a good, has an inside, brings himself to the front. Manages to defend from the Red Bull. There's interesting camera angle, but okay. Fair enough. There's side by side between the chicanes, between 12 and 13. Between Batman and Parma. Parma has an inside, brings himself, sweeps around the inside, keeps the car stable, not losing any much time. There are more moves going on behind us between McLaren and Ferrari, and Packer managed to bring himself to the front of Batman. Going a bit more to the front, let's go to the Culver, who is currently P6. Slowly catching up to the front gridders. And currently, we got a fastest lap time of 26.908 by Dylan, who is in P2, holding the strongest Sector 1. Seems like Dylan has managed to catch up closer to Grizz. Closed up the gap from 1 second, and he's even going for the move. Nice clean move on a straight line. No risks at this moment. There's more moves going on behind. Between the Audi and between the Mercedes and Alpine. Let's go side by side into what the corner this is. A long left swooping banked corner. So as Batman Life is following him. Back to the front, we got two Rebels has switched the positions. It seems like there was no big any battles, so nice and clean. And Palmer is getting the first 3-second time penalty for a track limits. Very early on. A bit of a, not a bit of a great start with the penalties for Palmer. Therefore is already pitting. He has no wings. So his strategy is now out of the window. He went to the softs. Therefore seems to possibly had a bad accident that caused a wing damage to be replaced, as it was a pretty major wing damage. Up to 50% on one side and up to 30% on the other. We're about to see the moves going on from the outside. They's attacking a mid from the outside, trying to hold the car, maybe try to get himself a better track advantage. So now he's going to have a two insides. Can he hold on to him? Seems he does. although it is really tight to go through these types of corners. But he does manage to bring himself back to the front. Currently, it seems like Thomas actually managed to do really good start. He only gained 2 positions, so not too bad. So this is lap 6. Currently Dylan is leading the race. He's up to 1 second and losing time to Grizz. We have a retirement in oh, a really bad crash for Mercedes driver, who then we got safety car as well. Really bad hit for L14. Has no front left wheel. It's quite an interesting corner as well, because I've barely seen people I've barely seen drivers retire in that position. So he might have had really bad contact with someone that caused him to lose his tire. Let me see. Let's see what radio's messages say. Ooh, multiple collisions actually, but it looks of it. It seems like there was in total 3 collisions with L14 had in total of 3 collisions with 2 different drivers, uh, as Ricky and what did it say? Vase Palmer. Okay, so they probably had a really bad collision crash, but it looks of it. Maybe someone lost the rears, maybe? That caused him to not react just on time and crash into them? Who knows? We'll never know, sadly. As we speak, few drivers have pitted, such as Carl, Keppa, Matty, Dev, and Defo have pitted for the new tires, possibly trying to go for an undercut with the help of safety car. And everybody else have stayed with their current tire choices. Uh, Everybody's position gain so far pretty similar. We have quite a few drivers who gained 3 positions from the beginning of the race. 2 drivers like Carl and Keppa have had a bit of not a great start for them, losing 4 positions from the beginning. It is only lap 7 out of 58, so anything can still happen later in the race. Ah, I see. Yeah, AI, I believe the AI difficulty is low enough to just lose so much position when you go into pause menu. Does seem like you lost too much time though. As the safety car is bringing the drivers around, this could possibly be the final lap for the safety car to be present. Currently Dylan is leading the race, following Grizz and Mitt. And then we got Shooter Cucumber as your top 5. And in the top 10 are Culver, Get Wrecked, Thomas, Badman, and Palmer. Palmer currently has the first 3-second time penalty from the track limits. And everybody else so far don't have any track limits. But I do see there are a few drivers that I believe they're actually on 2 warnings already. There are a few drivers on 1 warning. It could also be with collisions. The collisions sadly also count with the warning, so it might be clear still. And safety car is... ah no, there you go. Safety car is in its lap. And we will see how everybody will get on late just in a bit. See how they're gonna pull off. Let's see if Dylan's gonna do some Max Verstappen of weaving and then straight away into the action. Try to... I don't remember the word. No, he pulls up right the corner, and Grizz does not. And Grizz does not get tricked. Keeping a really close distance to Dylan, and possibly even gonna go for the move on the corner. So far no moves going on behind the pack. Dylan has tried to send a dummy on him. Didn't really work, but he definitely is still right behind him. Didn't lose too much time to the Dylan. Currently everybody is within 4/10 of a second. Doesn't seem like anybody's gonna go for a move just yet. We do have a move going on at the very back between Monkey and Devil. We have battles on a chicane. Seems like Legend has managed to do a really good pull-off on the exit. Bring himself in front of Emid. Back to the front, we still have the same order at this moment. We did seem to have a mid who possibly send a dummy on Grizz. Try to send him wide off the track. Grizz has stayed with his current position. A lap 10 at this moment out of 58. We're only 5/10, no, 6/10 away from completing the race, I believe. I think that's how the math works, no idea. So far the track temperature is at 33 degrees, so still nice and warm. Tires will still be a bit too hot, but as the race go by, it should cool down. And the driver, Mr. Grizz, almost managed to do a double overtake on both drivers on a single chicane. What a move on him, for him. Love it, perfect. Grizz is trying to go on defense on the inside, but now he's gonna have a disadvantage. Could he hold on to it? No, he stays behind in the hotel. Further behind we got Culver at Cucumber, who is fighting for the position as well. Culver has managed to bring himself to the front. Dylan is slowly pulling away. He's almost at 1 second, almost. Camera view is beautiful. And Dylan has set a new fast lap time of 26.886 on the used hards. Restricted virtual safety car. We have a virtual safety car deployed. I'm not sure why, but it seems like there is a gap formed between the between the Audi and the Kappa. There could possibly be a wing damage. Someone had a contact and have a wing damage, which then caused the virtual safety car, but it seems like everybody's clean. I don't see anybody Ring damages. So far it's a bit calm. As it is calm for now, the tires are still the same. Few drivers have went for more hards now. It seems like few drivers have went for new grid tires, and the virtual safety car has ended, and we are back in action. Good, good shoot, good start for Dylan. Although shoot in Red Bull is doing really well. Brought himself quite a lot of positions, 3 positions. But I do remember shoot was a bit lower down the grid, so shoot's done really well so far. Further behind we got Cucumber and Thomas fighting for the P6 position, side by side on a straight line. Cucumber decides to switch on him. Has a bit of a lockup, doesn't manage to hold his rear, but he does definitely have a bit better over the exit. I don't think Cucumber has the battery for it, for the switchback, which it doesn't seem like, and so far Thomas has brought himself to P6, holding the position for another lap. Very nice camera until I switch, just like that. New fastest lap time of 26.029, 8 tenths of a second faster, with a bit more also used hards, I'll just say. We have switchbacks between the shoot and mid on the hairpin. Mid tried to attack on shoot, and shoot is so far holding the position. Long lifting coasts. Bit of a contact between Audi and Red Bull. With that, it lets V-Cup to bring himself for the battle as well. Almost 3 wide, as I believe. Decides to pull away for a bit. Audi has a good track advantage and used it great to get himself to the front. Now he's gonna hold that P6 for till the next lap as well. Back to the front, to the P4s. It seems like the train has broken between P1 to P5. And there's a bit of a gap between Culver and Direct by 2.6 of a second. Culver is losing time from Grizz. So, question is, does he have the advantage? Yes, he does. So he has 1 lap to try to bring himself close enough to keep the advantage, else he's going to lose the pack to the first 4 drivers. There's a bit of a switchback going on between Thomas and Garrett. Garrett decides to give the position, try not to fight on the chicane, try to work hard, no, try to work together, although Cucumber is behind him. So far, really nice, a really nice battle at the very beginning of the race. Really nice to watch. We're coming on to lap 15, and currently Dylan is slowly pulling away from Shoot. There is a small train between P2 and P5. Culver has managed to get the boost, get the overtake. We have only one current of retirement, which is L14, but we still have 18 drivers left. Battery management seems to be very difficult to manage, as I can see quite a lot of drivers losing their batteries really quickly, especially on the straights between sector 1 and 2. They're probably using sector 3 as a full recharge. There's a battle going on in the chicanes between Batman and Kappa, fighting for P9. Batman might go for the move on the inside, but he sticks behind, waiting for a better opportunity than this. Try not to lose to the front, but he is going for the attack, as Kappa goes too wide on this corner, and losing the position for it. He's trying to get it back. He's forcing himself towards it. He does not want to let his position go away that quickly, without a battle. But Batman has managed to defend nicely from Kappa and keeps the P9. Without that battle, they have lost a bit of time to the front, but they are back to them. And Carl is right behind Kappa. We have some moves between Mid and Shoot. So it looks like Mid actually overshot himself, as he was really wide on the hairpin. Is he going to go for the move? No, he's going to stick behind, wait for a better opportunity. Although it seems like it definitely overwhelmed Mid. And Shot has went for the move too late. Does seem like he did gain a warning for it, so he might have just got away from it. There is a 3-car battle as well for the P2. This is for P2. And there's more battles between Mercedes and Aston. Grizz has managed to get himself to the front. Have a bit of a light contact between Mid and Grizz. No wing damage at all. Although it seems like that battle has helped Dylan to pull away up to 2 seconds in front of Shoot. So that battle really benefited. It feels like I can't say it. Benefit. It's actually what you say, benefited. Sure. I believe so. While I was trying to say that word, Maki has possibly hit the wall at the entrance of the wall, retiring from the race. He will be our second driver who just retired from the race from the internal terminal damage. She does have a bit of a wing damage as well. Yeah, his wing damage, he definitely has a bit of a wing damage. And currently we have safety car, so Dylan has lost the advantage from the drivers I've been fighting. Now, it is lap 17 out of 58, and I'm wondering what they're gonna do next. Is it worth changing tires right now for a fresh hard, just to keep their advantage? Are they gonna pit? Not everyone. Dylan is on the hard, so he doesn't need to pit just yet, but the rest drivers like Shoot, Grizz, Mid and Culver do have mediums, so it does make sense for them to brings himself to the front and hards to stay. Hards do seem to be really fresh, as I can see on my telemetry. Kipper does have a bit of a wing damage. It's a really... There's still two more drivers, such as Dylan and Emid, who needs to pit for the mandatory pit stop. Other than that, this is the second safety car of the race. And if I remember correctly, they have only one more safety car before they'll not gonna get any more safety cars, and they'll get only virtual safety car instead. So any more crashes will result in ignoring you, sadly. So use the safety car wisely, drivers. So there's lap 19, we currently under safety car conditions. Currently we got Dylan, who is still leading the race, although Kepper has managed to gain quite a lot of positions and is now P2, following Emid, who is now in P3. The rest, top 5 is Shoot and Grizz, who are on the fresh tires. And then your top 10 is Mid, Culver, Gerrecht, Cucumber and Thomas as your top 10. The rest are Badman Life, Badman, Matty, Chapel, or Chapel, I think it's Chapel. Chapel, Carl, Defo, Parma and Legend as the rest 17 drivers. Currently, with the fastest lap time is for Carl at 26.029. He is now currently at P14. With the warnings, there's only a few drivers left that has no warnings. Pretty much, and everybody else has at least one warning so far. So not a bad start. As the safety car comes in, the question is when Dylan will go in. Is he going to go on the corner? Yes, he does. Kepa does not lose any time at all. Early moves going on between Shoot and Emid. Oh, we get a crash. Don't. Oh, Jesus Christ. Emid's had a really unfortunate contact between Shoot and Mitz. No. Between Shoot and Grizz. Sending himself facing the wrong way. Because of that bit of a contact, Grizz is now all the way down to P12 from P3. And Emid from Emid was in P3, is now all the way to the back. He doesn't have any wing damages, although his tires are now cooked. But Grizz does have wing damage after that unfortunate contacts. She does also have a bit of a wing damage, but that's on the other side, so I don't think he got the damage from that little incident. It did seem like Immense almost had a very unsafe rejoin, although he managed to rejoin nice and safely, as the good drivers do. Although it is a bit unfortunate for Immense. Immense does have one more chance with the safety car and have final chance to try. But first someone needs to crash and get the safety car out. So Immense will be driving from the back to the front at this moment. Yeah, very unfortunate start for him. Even with that little, even though that little crash, uh, Dylan is still being battled by Shoot, Kappa, and Mitt, and more drivers behind who are within 3/10 of a second. So they didn't lose too much time from the little incident, and everybody is still going. Looks like side by side between Matty and Bad. Bad managed to grip his car way better than Matty, but now Matty will have a track advantage, which then he uses correctly and gets himself to the front. Big contacts between two drivers. Contact with the walls, sending Kepper all the way to the back. There's a bit of a chaos going on. Matty and Kepper have a really aggressive attacks and defenses, which then caused bringing themselves lower. We got yellow flags at the back. It looks like Kepper is doing... Oh no. Oh no! Kepper has a major wing damage that he needs to go in and change. He must change his wings, so a bit of a chaos after the restart. Thankfully nobody has retired just yet. Hopefully we'll keep it that way, because everybody's doing really well. Wolf has a bit of a light tap to the mitts, saying hello, I love you. 10-second time penalty for corner cutting, oh god. Kepper, how are you doing? Are you trying to... I have a feeling Kepper might be retiring, so... Kepper, you done well for the first half. We hope we'll see you next week. Grids after the incident is slowly catching up. He's gaining positions. Grids is not losing any time. He's not waiting around. He is going for it. Yeah, Kepper is indeed retired. Yes. It's a bit unfortunate for Kepper with the incident, but nothing we can do anymore. The past is now in the past. More drivers are attacking for the positions. Other than that, Dylan's slowly losing. He was in P1, now he's down in P3, slowly losing in time. But in real 50% race, we'll be almost done with the race. We're only halfway. So Dylan might be losing time right now, but he might have a huge overcut, which then could bring himself back to the front. We'll see that in later in the race, as it seems like Dylan is struggling to... He is indeed struggling, which then he pitted early. He definitely did pit early, so... We'll see how his overcard's gonna go. Back to the front we go. I have seen Mid getting 3-second time penalty. I just did not say anything about that because we had a lot of chaos. We had quite a lot of chaos back 2 laps ago. Oh no! Shoot is disconnected! Oh, this is not good for Shoot at all. I don't have him. I don't have him at all, don't I? No, I don't have him. I know that. Not good. Safety car. Oh, Jesus Christ, again? Immense. Oh. Imets has retired in the very first corner. Coming into halfway in the race, and so far we got 4 retired drivers and we got 15 left. This safety car is not great at all because Dylan is at the very... What did I miss? I just want to look out, see if I have him on friend list, which I don't. Dylan is now at the very back. Shoot is disconnected. He needs to get an invite back. Yes, Shoot is rejoined, so lucky for Shoot, safety car came out just on time for him to come back. He didn't lose too much positions, he lost only 2 positions from P1 to P3, but yet he is back in the game. This is the final safety car that can be provided, as well as I believe it is indeed 3 safety car limit for the race. For this strict rules, I believe. So no more safety car after this safety car leaves. We have a bit of a change of positions. Unfortunately for Dylan, he is right behind, so it is very important for him with the safety car. Coming out right after the pit. Did he pit? Yes, he has indeed pitted. Very unfortunate pitting strategy. As I can see, he has pitted for mediums and then safety car came out, which then completely destroyed his race, and now he's at the very back. Because of this, Culver is now leading the race. Mid is P2, but he does have a 3-second time penalty for track limits. So technically P2 is Shoot and P3 is Cucumber, but at this moment we'll stay with the clock tower as a Mid and Shoot your P3, Cucumber and Thomas as your P5, top 5. And then we go Batman, Grizz, Carl, Ricky, and Defo as your top 10. Dylan has caught up. We do have Parma also pitted for new tires. He went for mediums, fresh mediums. Everybody else is on hards at this moment, as I can see. So the only driver who is on mediums is a Parma and Cucumber. I didn't notice that. Cucumber, though, still need to do a mandatory pit stop. He did pit for new tires, but they're still same compounds. Maybe Cucumber might use softs. Maybe he'll be the first driver to use softs for the final couple laps, because it doesn't make sense to go medium hard, in my opinion. And hard's definitely gonna survive till the end. It's just it will be coming closer to puncture range. So we will see how it's gonna happen. So we'll see how it's gonna go later on in the race. Culver has a major wing damage as well, so he's gonna be losing quite a lot of time. He might pull away in here, but he's not gonna pull away for long. Mid knows the strategy from Dylan, and he gains a position. right at the beginning. Shoot, shoot has a wing contact, but yet it's still standing. No wing damage at all. Well, there is, but not from here. No anything added. Culver is not having great time with that wing damage though. Because that mid has managed to bring himself to the front. He's not pulling away just yet. Two drivers at the front, we've got Cucumber and Shoot. We've got two Culver and Shoot going fighting on a chicane. And because of that... No, wait, that was Dylan. No, that was mid. Culver is attacking mid with the wing damage, which is quite impressive. Although he went too wide for this one and let Cucumber just sweep through like a butter. Bit of a contact between two drivers and the Cucumber had to pull behind. Culver's doing really well with that wing damage. I'll tell you that. Really well done. Oh, the wing... is actually... yeah, it's damaged. Wait. How high is the front wings? Are they like 50? Oh god. I hope not. For this type of track, Jesus Christ. You're gonna want to have some balance between cornering and maximum speed, not full cornering. Unless I'm missing something. Moves going on between the fronts. So we got Thomas against Batman, and we got Culver between Cucumber. Let's see if we can get any action. Let's see if we can get both actions without the wing. Thank you very much. Batman has managed to bring himself to the front of Grizz. Culver is still sticking. He's still going for it. Although all that battle is slowing themselves down and losing time to Mid. Mid is now up to 1.3 seconds in front and gaining. One battle between Culver and Shoot. Culver does not want to give the position back that easily. They might have a bit of a contact. No, they are avoiding nice and cleanly. That wing damage is doing really well. I'm impressed. I'm truly impressed. Yeah, the front wings are most likely at 50. They're most likely at the like highest settings. Double battles constantly going between a few drivers. Batman might go for Thomas on oh, we got Carl out of nowhere. Carl out of nowhere gaining the position to, in front of Grizz. Grizz is losing the time still. But further behind we got Dylan, who is now P9 from P15. He is gaining position really quickly, but he needs to do that smartly as well and try not to slow himself down from the pack to the front, because right now with all these battles, Mid is now 2.4 seconds in front of Cucumber and gaining. Culver is slowly losing time now, but he's not giving up. He's staying. Maybe that's a new revolution. Maybe you don't need all that wing. Maybe all that wing is just, I don't know, extra weight. You know? Because Culver is doing real well to hold on. She's going really wide, letting Cucumber to attack. Double overtake between Dylan and Grizz on Carl, but Carl has battery management. Dylan's going for a hard defense. Works out. Oh, major contact! Major contact between Chris and Dylan. Dylan's once again sideways. No side pod damages, so he has got away from it, but that contact between Grizz and Dylan was not a clean one at all. FYA might look into this one. So now Dylan's work is now gone, and now he needs to regain that time once again. Dylan does have 28 more laps till the end of the race, so it is still possible. It's just a question of how long will it take for him to get to the front. And how the strategy now is gonna work out, because Dylan's strategy is completely out of the window. He's going for plan... He's probably going for plan G already at this moment. Back to the front, we do have a bit of battles. Parma had a moment by the looks of it, as he lost 2 positions to Legend and Grizz. Grizz is going side by side between Legend and himself. Oh, well, that's a board gone. Yes, so big lockup for Grizz. Open up the overtake. It seems like Parma had also a wide overtake as well, which then sends him off the track. But now Dylan is now in front of Grizz, and now is slowly catching up to the front once again. The pack is not opening up that much though. There is a big gap between Dylan and Matty at this moment, which is 3 seconds. Back at the front, Mid is doing really well actually, on pulling himself away. Oh, Palmer has retired in the pits. Grizz had a spin. Has no wing at all. So he had a really bad crash by the looks of it. Maybe a crash between Parma and Grizz, as Parma is now retired the race. So now we're down to 14 drivers with 5 retirements. There's a chance Grizz might be hitting to retire. We'll see. We'll see what these drivers will do. For this moment, Mid is now leading the race. He is really on the edge with the warnings, so he needs to be really careful. Try to bring Silva to the end on inside the track, as now he still has 3-second time penalty, but he's 3 seconds in front. So Mid is doing really well with his penalty. Looks like Shoot is struggling to catch up. Both Shoot and Mid have the same tire wear. Cucumber does have mediums, who is wearing out a bit quicker than their tires are. Does overheat a bit more than their tires, but it looks like yes it does. But Cucumber should have a bit more grip compared to Shoot, even though there's a big tire wear difference. Cucumber tries to stay behind, wait for a better moment, but it does slowing him down from the mid, because right now Shoot is almost 4 seconds behind mid, giving extra second of playroom for mid to not lose the position. But also, mid is also under pressure from getting another 3-second time penalty, as he's 5 warnings. So he's 1 warning away, unless he has more collision warnings maybe, which then only helps him out actually. He has some bit of the room to play around with. Dylan has gained 3-second time penalty. Unfortunate for Dylan. He's not doing really well at the very end, coming to midway of the race. Not because of his skills, but because of the current situation. He had very unlucky safety car deployment after the strategy, after the trying to undercut drivers, and then he had contacts, and then he had to change the wings. Yet he's still driving. So he does have dedication and try to regain as much position back as possible. So praise to Dylan. Almost 3 wide going on back to the front between P5, P6 and P7. This is we got Culver, who just got 3-second time penalty, and we got virtual safety car. We have Grizz, who had another wing damage. He also not having a great time at all. He's on softs, he's on new softs, but yeah, he's not having a great time at all. He might definitely go in pit. But as I said, 3 safety car limit, and it seems like there's only virtual safety car, which is also, I believe, 2 limits. So this might be the final virtual safety car, and then the rest of the race is normal. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is actually very interesting. Virtual safety car was not here for that long at all, so drivers who just pitted has lost a lot of time. Ooh. This just separated 2 grids completely. I mean, the gap between the first main train and the second main train is 11.4 seconds. It's a massive difference. It's not just chaos, but we're having quite a lot of action going on. At this moment, Grizz has decided to continue going. He is not retiring. He's going for softs. He might be just going to go for the fastest lap times. Maybe he's going to practice or something, or he might even help out his teammate. Culver had a big way. Culver had a bit of a moment, which then sent himself into the wall. The wing damage stays the same. He is pitting now, so he decides he done really well. Now we have a bit of a mistake. Now we can't get any more position with this condition, so time to pit. But I do believe we are out of safety cars. We have no safety cars, and we possibly, maybe we have one more virtual safety car, but I don't think we have any more of them at all. So whoever decides to crash will not cause any safety cars. So it is lap 36 out of 58. We got about 22 laps to go. Currently Mitt is leading by 6 seconds with 3-second time penalty, so he has only 3 seconds of a mistake window. Following Shoot and Matty, who is currently P2 and P3. Both of them also have a big gap difference. Shoot is 5.7 seconds ahead of Matty, but Carl is only 1 point, but Matty is only 1.4 seconds ahead. As we speaking, Dylan has set a new fastest lap time of 25.489 with used mediums. Strong time, very strong time, especially when you're losing fuel, so obviously. Currently we have little trains between P4 and P7. So this little train is for P4. We can still battle for it. Gerect has 3-second time penalty. So sadly that will affect him as well. Grizz unfortunately retired from the race into the wall, isn't he? We're about to see him. Yeah, there he is. Into the wall. He had a really good start. Really nice battles, and now he is out of the race, sadly. It looks like at the very end he was getting a really bad luck. He might have had a pod damage, because I don't see a pod telemetry, so he could have had a pod damage. Meanwhile, Dylan is improved the fastest lap time up down to 25.188. New fastest lap time. He is slowly catching to the front, but it's only 20 laps left. We don't know if he might catch them anymore. It might be over for Dylan. But we will see. We'll see what's gonna happen next. Currently we have a bit of a battle between Gerect 91 XXX, or is that Kisses? Is that Kisses? And Defo Devils with a Z. Someone's also having a time penalty, 3 seconds for the track acclimation, track limited, no, track, yeah, this track limitation, what am I on about? It looks like Shoot is now slowly starting to catch to mid. Has Shoot started to push? I mean, Shoot and mid are still the same, yeah, their tire life are pretty much identical. But remember, Shoot does have a bit of a wing damage on his right side. But it doesn't seem like it's affecting him at all, because he's actually slowly now catching to mid. Come on, Cameron, give a better... Oh my god, I want the helicopter. Give the helicopter. Helicopter is a good timing now. Give the helicopter, please! Now. No, he's still not. Alright, Cucumber is trying to go attack on Devils from the outside. Seems like he's holding. He definitely held. I'll break the Devil as well. Speak of the Devil. Bit of a corner cutting. Doesn't seem like he got that at all. Nope. Nothing on the radio messages. People are having a moment as well. Also hitting the barriers. I'm wondering if he has the wing damage. No, he has escaped from the wing damages. Although we got the first back marker. Gerect is still holding on to Matty. But we also got battles between Cucumber and Carl. This is for a P5 currently. With the get wrecked is actually P4. Oh no, Devil also getting a time penalty for track limits, which also gonna be an effect for him, sadly. So currently these are the tires at the moment. As you can see, Dylan Thomas, Badman and Legend having a good tires, while the rest are up to 22 laps of hards. Cucumber, on the other hand though, is on fresh tires by 10 laps. I just realized that. Oh no! Cucumber might be going for the win. But isn't enough laps for him to catch? Because it's only 10 laps difference between Matty and get wrecked, but that's up to 8 laps. Oh god, Pulver is completely off track. Pulver is not having great time either, same way as Grizz, but he's still going. He's not leaving until the end of the race. And so far, Matty has gained the most amount of positions, 13 positions from the places he began. He has no penalty, so Matty's done really well, bringing himself to the front. We also have Defo Devil, yes, Defo Devil also 12 positions he gained from the place he began. He does have a time penalty sadly, but you might not stop him from finishing that quite ahead. Cucumber currently got himself in front of Matty with ease, and he is going to get in front of Geralt at some point. Waiting for a better opportunity, he gets himself an overtake opportunity, and now all he has to do is get in front of Geralt and try to catch the rest of the drivers, who is Shoot and Mitt, which are both 6 seconds apart. Thomas and Culver have pitted. Oh, okay. Thomas and Culver probably had a contact as well, which then caused them to retire as well. So currently we're now down to half of the drivers we have. We're now down to 11 drivers to go, with 8 drivers have retired. Thomas I remember, also was at the front, was leading a bit, and also having a bad luck. Quite a few drivers having bad lucks tonight, so which is unfortunate for a couple of those drivers. Sadly, that's what it is, and we just need to move on. So, yeah, a bit unfortunate for them. Currently, we have Cucumber catching up really quickly, actually. He already gained 1.5 seconds. Cucumber might be fighting for the P1, actually. We'll see how Cucumber's gonna go, as he's pulling away, and again, he does have fresher tires compared to others. Up to 20% tire wear difference. 20%. Not even that. It looks like Shoot is actually wearing his tires quicker than Mitt, even though Mitt has more tire laps. I know both of them are the same laps. Oh, sorry, my bad. Both drivers have the same. But like I said, oh no, they're all the same. Oh, I think these numbers are so time I misread them actually. So my bad. Currently, Cucumber's now under 4 seconds already. So yeah, this will be interesting to see how he's gonna do well. How he's going to do later in the race. I'm having to predict that Cucumber might actually get the win. Again, if he does right. Anything can still happen. We are lap 44 out of 58. We are 14 laps to go. Garrett gets 3-second time penalty. That's his second 3-second time penalty, which then brings himself to 6 seconds of time penalty. Which then currently then, I believe that brings him down to P7. Maybe even P8. From P4. Easy overtake on Garrett for Matty. We got a bit of a battle back between Chapel and Devil. And other than that, the whole grid has spread out pretty big. So we're just relaxing as we are coming up to the final moment of the race. So far, this 100% race actually went pretty well, I would say, in my opinion. I quite enjoyed it to watch the drivers. There, here and there are really good battles been happening, so it's cool. Keep it, come on, keep it. Oh, so is it only for the sector 3? The whole sector 3 can be in the helicopter mode. Wow, that's lovely. Sadly, not the whole track. Cucumber is now still gaining. He's almost under 2 seconds within a shoot. So shoot does need to do some extra hard work, try to bring himself further ahead. He's losing time to mid quite a lot. I mean, mid is on 5 warnings if that, and if all of that is from just track limits, he can spare another 3 seconds. But I don't think that will be a good idea at all, because Cucumber is catching really quickly. And we still have over 10 amount of laps to go. 10 around 12, 13 laps, I believe. I think my math is saying correctly. Well, we're about to do 12 more laps to go. Temperature is slightly dropping, but it's not going to drop fast enough for the tires to cool down. Matty is going for the pits? Huh? Why did Matty went for the pits? Oh, that's the wrong button. Matty has went for the pits, so the question is, oh, his heart's... He went for the softs. I mean, he has gained 6 positions, so it's no big deal, really. He has gained, but Matty could have actually been fighting for the high positions. I'm not sure why he pitted, though. Unless he wants to get the fastest lap time. Well, the current fastest lap time is 25.188 by Dylan on a worn mediums, I believe it was. With no, I don't think there was any assist. No ERS assist, I think. What I mean by no ERS, I mean like no like extra stuff. Back to the front, Cucumber has caught up to shoot. I'm pretty sure he's going to just pass shoot with no problem at all. And start to... Oh! Oh, come on, camera. Really? Why this camera? Jesus Christ. I want to see from the top, see how it's gonna happen. So... What is this called? Comment curse or something? Because a shot from the pressure of Cucumber presence has made him to spin, which then losing his P2 from that. Unfortunate. But he is technically P3. Technically. Because of Gerrecht's and Dylan's current time penalties. Gerrecht is 6 while Dylan's is 3, so he might not have lost too much of a time. He's still carrying a wing damage of 13% for the front right. But after all the collisions that he had, he did not lose any types of wings. Dylan's technically P4, and then Garrett is currently P5. Cucumber is not catching. No, he's catching actually. No, he is catching a bit. We will see how it's going to go. Dylan had a big of a moment. Garrett is not fighting with Dylan at all. He knows that his time penalty just means nothing for him with the battles, so he just lets him through. And once again, Dylan. I believe that currently the game will give Driver of the Day to Devils because he gained 11 positions. But I do feel like Driver of the Day could go really for Dylan. He had so many bad moments, he had so many unlucky contacts, he had unlucky safety car strategy. Yes, he does have 3-second time penalty, but he's back in P3. He's back in P3. Are you sure he's tier 2 driver? Maybe he's a tier 1 instead. I mean, he managed to... He went from the bottom to the top like 3 times already. 3 times! He's insanely fast. He's doing really well. And I mean, his strategy is like full pit stop strategy as well, so... Take lessons from Dylan, viewers. Never give up, no matter where you are, never give up. You might even get himself to the front, even, I mean, he also had no wings, he had to repair his wing as well, I do remember that. He had to repair his wings, and he's still in P3 right now. And again, yes, we know that he has 3-second time penalty, but come on. What applause to Dylan. He deserves it. Garrett is slowly losing to Dylan. Currently, Dylan is actually catching to Cucumber. And Cucumber is catching to Mitts. He only needs to catch 3 more seconds within 9 laps. It's coming up to 8 laps to go. So, I mean, Cucumber also on 2 warnings, so he's also on edge if both of them are actually track limits. So both drivers are on edge, Mid and Cucumber are both on edge. I already said that multiple times. Same thing to Dylan, he's on 5 warnings, so he could be getting closer to a 6-second time penalty. He still holds the fastest lap time of 25.188. No one else has set any fast lap time. The second fastest is for Matty at 25.559. And yeah, we're coming to an end. Currently we're on lap 50. Mid is leading the race by 3 seconds. Cucumber is slowly catching up to Mid, who's in P2, possibly fighting for P1. Dylan and then get wrecked as your top 4. Both drivers have 3 and 6 second time penalty. And then we go Shoot as your top 5. And then we got Chapel, Carl, Badman, Matty, and Devils as your top 10. And the final driver is Legend. So, yes, you heard that right. We have 11 drivers currently out of 19. We have 8 drivers retired from either unfortunate contacts or a wall terminal damage. Even though we have Cucumber catching up to mids, we do have Batman actually fighting for P7 against Carl. And the only battle so far, so let's just stick with them. See how they will do. There is big tire differences between Batman and Carl. Batman has the fresher tires by twice, as you can see right here. 16 laps for Batman and Carl 33. So it's no big surprise for Batman to get in front of Carl that easily. So Batman might pull away sooner or later. Cucumber's now within 5.3 seconds behind Mitt. He needs to get another 2.2 seconds out of somewhere within 9 laps. No, why am I counting as 60 laps? It's not 60 laps, it's 58, Rob. 58, 52, 8, 6. Yeah, 6 laps to go. 6 laps to go. Mitt possibly getting under pressure from Cucumber, slowly catching him. We have a bit of a battle between Legend and Devils. Both drivers on the same fresh tires, so these drivers can have nice battles. Cucumber is now 4 seconds behind Mitt. He needs to gain another 1.7 seconds and then he will be technically leading the race with the current time penalty. Have a bit of a battle between these two drivers. So it's between Chapel and Batman. Through the chicane? No. We do have these drivers around the hairpin. Looks like Legend managed to hold on, has a good exit. Now it's a battery play around. See who has most batteries. Let's get the telemetry on, shall we? There you go. Telemetry for the final couple laps. As you can see, Legend has the advantage with the battery. And he pulls away. Uh, 53 out of 58. Oh, a bit of a contact, I believe it was. Yes, there was a bit of a contact between these two drivers. Devil standing Legend off the track. If I might look at this, but I think this could be a no further action, I believe. It is for technically last place, so it's no big deal. Ooh, they're going for a bit of a contact between, a bit of contact to Devil. He's still going for it. I mean, Devil even let Legend pass. He thought, you know what? There was a contact, it was a bit unfair one. And now side by side, and again battery play around. Let's see who has the battery between Devil and then Legend. Who has the battery? Both of them have the same amount of battery. Why not deploy? Then going for chicanes battle. Legend took the curb a bit too much, which then led Devil to give front. Although Devil was not using that much battery and losing the position, they're still battling together. Look at them. Keeping space within one car's width. these two definitely enjoying. Devil does have 3-second time penalty, but I think these two have accepted to fight an on-track position without and ignore the penalties. I believe. I think that's what they're doing. I thought battery management is actually harder than I expected. They're really good. Battle almost every single corner. They're losing time to the front, but again, it's no big deal. They know that they're gonna catch. They're 26 seconds behind, so there is no point. Legends trying to go for a slipstream advantage, try to get himself to the front, which he does. Now battery play around again. Who has the battery? Bit of a moment. I kept looking at the times. Cucumber was catching up to Mitt, but it looks like Mitt has messed up from the pressure with only like 3 laps to go. And now Mitt has lost the lead and Cucumber is now leading the race. Very unfortunate for Mitt. Mitt might have not actually had that win anyway, because Cucumber was catching up slowly. But with this mistake, it sadly is now. But Cucumber is still on a 2 warning, so he's still on edge. He can't make a big mistake right now. Between Mitz and Cucumber, Mitt's tire wear does seem to be over 50% of tire wear, while Cucumber's is only at 40. So there is a big difference. And yeah, Cucumber has managed to get in front. He has managed to do it. It worked out. Dylan getting another 3-second time penalty. He's now up to 6 seconds time penalty. And now, oh, it doesn't even matter. Both of them are 5 seconds difference. Well, while for the next 2 laps, oh, come on, give me a better comeback. So for the next 2 laps, we might as well stick between Devils and Legend battle. They having a beautiful battle to watch. And then when it comes to the final laps, we will switch back to the front and see Cucumber's celebration. Oh. No button. You just can't see what's going on with these types of cameras. Legend and Devil are still battling for P10. Oh, bit of a contact between Legend and Devils. Legend losing his rear. He's still behind. He decides to get in front of Devils, even though he doesn't have the advantage. He might not actually win the battle on the straight. We'll see. As we're watching this straight line, we're going into the penultimate lap between, we are in penultimate lap. Cucumber is still leading by 1.6 seconds. In front of Mitt, who still has a 3-second time penalty, following Dylan and Get Right with 6-second time penalty. And then we have Shoot and Badman as your top 6. Chapel, Matty, Carl, Devil, and Legend as the rest of the pack. We've currently still 8 drivers retired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 8. I definitely say the correct numbers. Devil getting another 3-second time penalty, bringing it up to 6 seconds of time penalty. I do wonder what Legend's thinking. Surely the Legend is enjoying the battle, I wonder. I mean, Devil is fighting for no positions. He's definitely getting an 11, that's for sure. I do know some drivers do like go a bit against because of their penalties. And we're back in the straights, watching them fighting with the battery management, and we right now hit the final lap of the race. Currently, Cucumber is now 2 seconds in front of Mitz. Again, Mitz had an unfortunate time penalty, and looks like with a great strategy for Cucumber, he managed to get himself to the front, which is well done. Devils and Legend are still battling together. When it comes to like attack, defense, and like top battles, I'm pretty sure Devil and Legend will be at the very top. I mean, they do have contacts here and contacts there, but both drivers having a really clean, beautiful battles, lap after lap after lap. Right, Devil and Legends, we have to leave you behind, sadly. You two are still battling, but Cucumber is coming up to the final couple corners, leading the race. Managed with all these chaos, that's only 2-stop strategy as well. And it worked out. It really worked out for him with the strategies. It looks like 2 mediums and 1 hard definitely helped him to get to the front and catch Mid. Mid finishes second, Dylan finishes third, and we get Garrett who's gonna finish not fourth, but fifth. No, sixth. Time penalty was that bad. And that's what it is. A shoot, Badman, get wrecked, Chapel, Matty, Coral, and then the rest 2 drivers who are fighting for the P10. Who can finish in P10 of the position? Looks like Devil managed to get himself in front of a Legend, but will Legend do a force move? Oh, there's a bit of a contact. He's pulling himself to the front with a bit of advantage, but they're side by side. Oh god, they're side by side. Legend is now right behind him. Oh, a bit of a moment, and Devil has finished in front of Legend, claiming the P10. But of course, we got the time penalty, but we will ignore that. And that is it. That is the end of the 100% race. Very chaotic at the very first half of the race, but then very chill and very entertaining to watch the battles from the others. We do have sadly 8 drivers who have retired from either terminal damage or the pit retirement from because of we passed the safety car limit. As you can see, race winner is Cucumber. The fastest lap time still for Dylan goes. Driver of the day is for Matty, as I thought. Most overtakes goes for Gerrecht, and the cleanest driver goes for Chapel. I would say big highlights going to Dylan and Cucumber. Dylan has had a really bad start at the very beginning. Again, not because of his skills, but because of the situation he was in with all the contacts, wing damages, and all the other. He was he was at the very back of the pack like twice or 3 times. Even the very unfortunate pit stop when there was safety car right after the pit stop, which is, yeah, very unfortunate. Yet he still brings himself up to P3 after all that chaos, with only 15 seconds behind the leader, which is a really great, effort from Dylan. Really great effort. Well done. Really great recovery for you. It's what it is, man. Yep, it is what it is. You have 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 pit stoppers. Still, the recovery was humongous. You did really well anyway. So, Take it as a very prideful race for you, I would say. Don't take it as a negative. But also, I would like to give highlight to Cucumber as well. It seems like with his medium, which we would need to do another pit stop, actually worked out pretty well. Because it was a long race, that's pretty much he had the other half just to catch up to Mid, which he did, and finishes, not finishes, but wins the race instead. He started P7 as well. So yeah, that is it. The end of the race. Let's see how's my RLT worked. It worked! Yes! The quality and the race have actually separated finally. Jesus Christ. Oh, it works. Oh, thank God. I don't know how I fixed that, but somehow fixed it. No idea. Right. That is it for me. Thank you very much for joining this beautiful race. I really enjoyed it as a commentator, and with the bad English, I definitely uh, struggling with English, but I tried. So, yes. Thank you very much for, like I said, joining in for the race. I am Rob, as you all know.